So, having searched for the Purion Bosch information online and not found anything, I thought I'd do my own review. We'll start with the Intuvia, which came on the other bike that we bought, and it's, as the name implies, very intuitive. So you can go through the information and you get, oh, look at that, there's the actual clock and maximum speed. It's in French at the moment, but that's okay, we're in France. And we've got 21.6, so look at that, a decimal, isn't that wonderful? And the time of my last ride, and my range, and the distance we've covered on this one. And it's all pretty marvellous, and we can see up in the other part of the display, just here, that we're in turbo mode. And that changes, and it says sport. Well, sport's now EMTB, which they conveniently get it to flash up at the bottom, even though they haven't changed that text, the nice small text here. And then also on the Intuvia, one feature I really quite like is this bar graph here, that when you're pedaling shows how much the motor's actually supporting you and how hard the motor's engaged at the time. And obviously when you're in turbo mode, that's all the way up. In eco mode, it's down. And also when you're going over 25 kph, then that drops off. And basically everything about this display is great. So you'd think the new one, the Purion, would be an improvement. And there was the rather annoying American bloke who'd done his review showing us, oh well, basically the functions of it. So for speed, I get 2 digits and a smaller decimal. And in the total, I've just got 152 kilometers. And if I change that, I get my range, and then, oh god, no, it's changed again. And then my trip. So my trip, which reads in whole kilometers only. Now, the Purion display is a little bit smaller, I'll grant you, but there's still 30 millimeters of width here. And all I get is a 0 and nothing else. And also, when I'm in the trip mode, then I just see trip. Or I can see total, even though both would appear to fit on the screen at the same time. And, you know, the word total's there, it's totally readable. But have they made a smaller option? No. So, range and trip could fit both on the same, but no, you get the options to display one or the other. And the other annoying thing about this is when you want to toggle through, you press and hold the button. Okay, that's fine, even though trip and one of the others could show at the same point. But when I'm on these and I don't know what mode I'm in, because I've got to wait until it defaults back by changing my mode. It'll then tell me what mode I'm in, but then when it goes back to the range, and I don't know what mode I'm in, which if you've been riding for 5-10 minutes, it'd be nice to know. And there's room to put this here. And also, if you're only going to have this poxy display of showing only these digits with no decimals, please, 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 can't we have the little bar graph here that shows the assistance instead, if you're only going to give me this? And why does the trip show on the left and then total and range show on the right? If they put them all on the left, as you can only see one at a time anyway, and put the bar graph in there, then that would be useful. Or give me the option to see Tour, Eco, EMTB or Turbo next to where this little range bar is. My god, this thing is so absolutely useless, and people are raving about it because it looks nice. Well, the functionality is terrible. So, here you go, Bosch. Maybe do an update and include some of these features that, having spent thousands on your mountain bike system, should have been included, because they were included on the previous version, and the actual display size isn't that dissimilar. So, care to do something about it? Because the bike is great and the performance in the system is great, but your display, it's rubbish. Thanks Bosch, thanks for nothing.